Tonight, United States Secret Service on high alert. DC in panic. Extreme chatter. Hi, I'm Craig and welcome to Just Informed Talk. First, I want to start by saying thank you to everybody who has subscribed to the channel. That's really a big deal. It's how we continue to grow and get the message out there. And it's how we continue to make the content that we do for you. And it's really a pleasure to be able to work with such fine individuals in the comment boards. You guys are great. You guys have directed so much intelligent conversation, and you continue to help make this the channel that it is. And I want to thank every single one of you. I want to encourage everyone to comment in the videos and to leave their thoughts, because without you, we cannot make this work. And it's only with God and each other that we can truly be successful. But going into some things, I want to start by looking at basically a few corrections, I guess. They're just notes about what I've actually got here to report to you. So based on the comments, there's a lot of things that we need to re-examine. So first off, this building here. What is this building? Well, this building here is King Tower, and it is in China, in Shanghai. And I think it's like an apartment building, and it's a place where a lot of power elites tend to go. I think they have apartments, and it's a hotel. I think I heard it was Hilton. I'm not sure, but that's completely besides the point. Now here we go. It says final guest arrived. Okay. So what is that referring to? And I think if we blow this image up, it's this. The blue plate, I've been informed, might be a indication of United Nations tags. And I know I focused on this person here before. I heard an interesting thought that he was a cop who was gathering intel on the actions of this person. But if you continue through the photos, and we go back here and it says final guest arrived Q. Now the next photo would be this, and it shows that same vehicle. So I kind of focused on the guy, but it's actually this vehicle, apparently this Mercedes. And then if you go to the next one, it gives you another shot here that actually you can see there's the vehicle pulling up under the overhang, right? And then if you go here, it says 2 minutes G. Q, right? So then you go to this photo, and I think what I've heard this is referring to is that 2 minutes later somebody was either picked up or dropped off after doing something at this hotel. Now what were they doing? Okay, so now let's go up here to these pictures, and we'll go ahead, and it says good night Q. Now not sure if you can make it out here, so I'll pull this up and we can blow it up. But there's an arm hanging out here. We're not sure what this is. I've heard speculation that it's a camera. I've heard other thoughts about what it is. But this is really what I think people need to focus on. Now you can see this shading here. It's like this white haze kind of around this window. And what they're saying is that that's blast residue from a controlled charge that was used as a breaching charge for a door. And if you go to the next one where the guy had changed it, we're not sure if this, I've heard this may be a listening device, maybe a security camera, not sure. But I do know that what we've kind of had consensus on in the comments is that this is a blast residue. And that's very fascinating, because then that kind of speaks to what was actually happening. There was a charge placed on a door and it was breached. Or there was a room that was breached with explosives somehow, or something, right? Now, if you continue to follow this, the hunters become the hunted. Have faith, and Q does reference things here I think we all need to look at. But that's pretty much it as far as what I've been able to pull up and what I've been able to find out through all of the information that's been given. A couple other things would be basically this newest and latest, these two posts that came shortly thereafter. And here's the meat and potatoes of the story. We have United States Secret Service on high alert, panic in D.C., leverage depleted, POTUS freed, extreme chatter, Q. So, light analysis on this is pretty simple. I mean, you have the United States Secret Service on high alert, so his actual physical personal guard detail is on high alert, trying to protect him. Thankfully, and those are the true patriots. Is, you know, we all are true patriots. Everyone who comments and does everything, but I just want to give a special shout out to the United States Secret Service for their important job and what they do, because they are a great branch of the government, and they serve a hugely vital purpose. And I think we need to definitely thank them for their service and pray for their safety, as well as Donald Trump's and all of ours. We need to pray for everyone. We need to pray for ourselves and everyone in the world, because these are troubling times. And here we go. The panic in D.C., I think it directly relates to this whole Pelosi-Schumer division. The factions have split. People are turning state secrets over and unveiling the actual corruption. Their leverage has been depleted to nothing. And POTUS, I think, has been vindicated and freed, especially now that the albatross of this Russia investigation hoax is off of his shoulders. And as you guys saw in an earlier video I posted, which I want you all to go check out, it's the video I posted before this. You have Q-level intel coming out from Zach of InfoWars. So look, you guys check out this video right here. I want you all to go watch it. It's 38 minutes, but it's certainly worth it. It basically goes into the fact that we have a few choices as a country coming up, and it's whether we want to side with the Chinese-Pakistani alliance that is anti-individual human rights, anti-free speech, anti-constitution, anti-America, in my opinion, or do we want to side with the Russian-Indian alliance? And they're two different factions with two different thought processes, and it's a very fascinating question that I think we're going to have to address. And I think there has to be a reason, right, why the Democrats are demonizing the left, okay? Or I'm sorry, Russia. Why the Democrats are demonizing Russia, and why they are creating a straw man out of Putin. As bad as Putin is, you know, sometimes you have to pick the best of the worst. And I'm not saying that as an endorsement of Russia. I'm not a Russian bot. I am no way affiliated with Russia. I'm not even Russian at all, as far as I know, in my heritage. And I've never talked to a Russian. Besides, I did have one professor at one time who happened to be from there. But that's besides the point. The point is that I'm not here espousing that we should all just go be Russians and you know, go love the Pravda and let the KGB run our lives. And no. What I'm saying is we have a choice to make. All right, globally we have to align ourselves with people with other countries. We can't ever stand alone. That's the quickest way to end our country as it is. That's why I love the bilateral push by Trump, because, you know, collectivization is the problem. Collectivization is the enemy. We don't want socialism. We don't want communism. We don't want collectivized thought, collectivized healthcare, anything that's in that category, because we're a capitalist society. We're based on success, and we're based on meritocracy, and those who have the best thoughts rise to the top, and those who don't fall to the bottom. Of course, we have social welfare nets in place to catch those, but we can't turn our entire country into a state that is promulgated off of the idea that the government is there to protect you and pay you and feed you and take care of you and do everything that you know you should be doing for yourself if you're capable. So that's truly the driving force and motivation behind our movement. I think that's what QAnon is trying to wake everyone up to. I think that's why, you know, I want everybody to come watch this video here where we go over or I go over how QAnon predicts the cure for AIDS is just around the corner. And this is something that I've heard several other pundits talk about, that the cure for cancer exists, and that it is not a myth, and it is not some unicorn that we can't find. It is real. It is being withheld, and it's being withheld for a reason. It's being withheld because the powers that be understand that there's more money to be made by keeping people sick than making them healthy. And it kills two birds with one stone, because if I could take all your money and get rid of you, then I'm basically enriching myself and solving global population concerns with depopulation. So there's a lot of content on this channel that we're getting into, and I want everybody to check out these videos. I mean, every one of them has their own. I know a lot of you have, but for those who are just finding us and finding this channel, I mean, there is so much content here that everybody needs to check out. I mean, truly, if you guys haven't, check out the channel, watch all the videos, inform yourself, and develop your own voice. And that's how we're going to defeat this, is if everybody gets informed. If everybody takes the time to step back and learn something and read and hear the information. Because ultimately it's not about me and what I'm doing here. Ultimately it's about you and we the people together. And so in closing, I just want to talk about God for a minute. And God's grace is greater. And we are nothing without His power in our hearts and His love. And we need to search for that. And we need to go deep into our souls and make the effort in order to pray and to be good people and to want the best for our fellow man. It's not about Christians. It's not about what religion you are. It's about trusting in God's plan and believing that, we can transcend this evil together. We can get past it. And that's really going to be the ultimate salvation for everyone, is turning to God. And as the Lord Jesus said in John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His one begotten Son, Jesus Christ, to die for our sins, basically. I'm sorry, I misquoted it, but there's several different versions. And I just want to say, remember that God is here for you, and for me, and for all of us, and we together will be the ones who save this country. But until next time, I'll bring you the information as soon as it becomes available. I want to thank you for watching. I'm Craig. This is Just Informed Talk, and God speed and God bless.